most important things that you can establish when you bring a puppy home is respecting your space. Hi, my name is Shannon Walker, and I'm here with Brenda, and I am here with a 3.5-month-old puppy named Cole. Cole is going to be raised to be a Northwest Battle Buddies service dog, and Brenda has so nicely offered to bring Cole into her home with her family and raise him up to a year and give him love and keep him safe and help prepare him for our veteran that will be receiving him in the future. And so I wanted to give Brenda some instruction to set her up for success and to set Cole up for success and teach a few things. We want to teach respect in our space, no jumping, no mouthing, and we definitely want to teach the hear command, because nothing's more frustrating than when you have a confident puppy that is running amok and you want him to come when called. And safety is by far the most important thing as we're raising our puppies, especially prior to them being able to receive formal obedience. Mouthing and jumping is so normal and natural and social, but it's also very disrespectful if you're the leader. And it's really, really important that, because they're learning all the time, and an 8-week-old puppy can learn respect. So if he was to jump on you and you did not invite him, then as a leader you must disagree with it, okay? And how do you disagree? Well, if you were a dog, you could nip him, you could bite him, you could growl, you could posture. But the fact is that you're not, you're human, and he's not going to understand unless you speak his language, because he'll never speak human, so you have to learn to speak dog. And so one of the things that's really important is if he was to jump on me, which he is now being a model citizen, but if he was to jump on me, or does while we're videoing, I'm going to give him a little touch in the side, but it's like a firm touch. It's like a firm touch like that. You're never angry, you're never frustrated, but that's my bite. I want to redirect the brain and disagree with that. Anywhere down the side. You're not hitting, you're not frustrated, you're not angry. It's just a nip. If you were a dog, it would be like your nip, and then I say off. No is not in my vocabulary. I don't say no because I like to tell the dog what it is I want if I'm bringing correction or direction, okay? And so if I was to even squat down, if he was to like try to mouth me, or if I'm gonna sit here and interact with him, if he was gonna put his mouth on me, which often they do, I can either put my hand over his snout and give a squeeze with the lips right there, because dogs do what benefit them. And if he finds it uncomfortable, he'll choose not to do it, and I would say off, okay? If he jumps on me, I'm going to give a touch, and I'm gonna hold position and say off. And I'm gonna wait for the dog to surrender, then I can disengage. Okay. But most people touch and retreat. Well, it's just not believable. They know what they're looking at, and so therefore it's ineffective, and a lot of people are running around doing that, or they'll, or do whatever they do.
I've done that and had the dog come back at me, because I'm retreating. They're coming back my way.
That's exactly right. I'm so glad you said that, because if you touch and retreat and you're not believable, you can actually incite more obnoxious, disrespectful behavior. So you've got to touch and hold, off and hold. And then when they and if they come back, then you touch more firm. You're never hitting, you're never angry, you're never frustrated. It's your bite. Calm, confident, matter of fact, unemotional. You'd asked me earlier, if he goes out and he goes potty, do we say good boy? I don't want you to interact with trigger words that are going to create an excited brain. One of the most important things is we want to, outside of play, we want to keep him calm. So there is no, good boy, how are you? And sharing affection, high-pitched tone, excitement. Excitement is excitement, and affection is affection. And humans attach excitement to affection, so therefore when you share affection, you trigger excitement. And this is a medium to high drive dog, and if you interact continually in an excited way, your scent alone will imprint and trigger excitement, even if you're not interacting in an excited way. So going home, he's going home to your family for the first night. My recommendation is you just imprint who you all are, calm, assertive, share affection, and affection is agreement. So when he's doing what I want right now, which is being calm and respectful, I can reach down, I can share affection, as long as I want. There is no rule to how much affection you share. It's just what are you saying yes to, because affection is agreement. If he's ever scared, if he's anxious, if he's whining, if he's barking, never share affection with that, because you are imprinting, this is what I want for you to get praise.
Okay.
Okay? So it's really, really important that you become aware of that, because most people just live with their dogs the way they live with them, whatever their personality is. And they get the end result from whatever that's going to be. And it's not ideal, and it's definitely not healthy for them, because this is a pack animal that is going to live with a bunch of humans, and he does not speak your language. So therefore, that's why we're doing this, is so you can be set up for success. And it's not the only time we're going to be together. But this is what you want. You want him to just be respectful in your space. And when he's like this, I can pet him all day long.
Okay.
Dogs learn what benefit them. They want what they want, and they learn how to get it, because humans teach them that. Because it's a very human thing to share affection with everything wrong. And then we wonder why our dogs are unruly. And I want, and the organization wants you to have a great experience as you raise this puppy, so you can help make a difference in the life of an American hero. And so even though you're going to give of your heart and your time and your family and raise this puppy, but we also want it to be a good experience. And an unruly dog is not a good experience. One of the things that I want to teach really quick is the here command. He's never seen this before. He's never done it. You've never done it with me before.
Right.
But let me just show you what we can do to make, when he's out in your fenced, safe area, that he will come when called. Now, really quick about the here command, we're going to use food, all right? Food is a tool, just like pinch collars, harnesses, choke chains, toys, e-collars. There's lots of tools that we use depending on what we're going to do. But he's 3.5 months old, and we want to create incentive for him to want to come. My recommendation is that I would use words that you have formal and you have informal. Now, just so you know, he's really too young to have true formal, because once he's older, formal is going to mean I'll correct you if you don't do it. We're not doing that. But I do want to imprint what the word here means, because that's what I recommend a lot of people use, because come or come here is so common. And if you always say the same thing, then you're going to get a result that is very hit and miss. Informal commands, which means we're just hanging out. Come on, let's go. Cole, buddy, whatever you want to say. That's what your family's going to do, just hanging out. Okay? Once we start this today, never say here without having a reward that you know he likes. And some people will say, they'll say, well, I don't want to have to always use food, so I'm only going to use food half the time. Well, then you're going to have a dog that comes half the time. You better hope he believes you're going to have it, because it's all you have for him to come. When you're using food as your obedience, as the foundation for your obedience, you are always reliant on the dog's desire for what you have to offer. And if they don't want what you have to offer, you got nothing. And you're going to have fun chasing this little guy down.
And I've dealt with that in prior trainings. I've had, the food doesn't work. They're full.
Or they don't have good food drive. So we're going to wake the little guy up, and we're going to use his nose to do it. And I'm actually going to have you...
What's in my pocket?
No, I have some.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you just back up just a little bit to the point where I said, just actually come into the front of that.
Okay.
Right there is great. And I'm going to have about 5 or 6 hot dogs in your hand.
Okay.
He just went, I smelled that. Now, what I like to use is I like to use a treat that has, dogs are driven by their scent, not their taste. Okay? So hot dogs, you just get used to the smell. I competed with them for years. And so hot dogs just end up being, just a really easy, safe, cheap treat. And I don't give them a lot because we don't want it to affect anything else. And I know there's a lot on the market and people can check that out themselves. I use hot dogs. The here command is what we're going to do. Now, in general, when you are presenting this to a dog, if you're tentative and you have it like this, you're going to get jumping and biting and grabbing. We do not want that. Initially, you're going to watch. I'm going to show him, and I'm going to let him smell it, and I'm going to back up saying here and let him have it. As he starts to understand what here means, then I'm going to close my hand so he will close his mouth and smell. And then the minute he comes to me on here, I open up my hand and I let him eat it out of the palm. That way I don't get biting and nipping, and he learns how to take it respectfully. Cole. Hey, I'm going to let, here, smell. Here. And we dropped it. There you go. There we go. I'm going to do it again. Here. Then I open it. He's got to learn how to take it. He's putting my whole hand in his mouth because he's just excited. Nothing's been that awesome. Oh my Lord, the puppy woke up.
Oh my.
Now, I will not correct him for jumping right now because we're working on here. You have to always look at what the purpose of the exercise is, okay? But later on, if he's still doing that, I'm gonna demonstrate. But I'm just gonna, here, 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 here. Now, there he goes. I let him have it. Now I'm gonna go back to my spot right here, and I'm gonna have you reach down, start saying here, and show him what you have. Start saying here.
Here, here.
Excellent. Now, what I do is the minute you start calling, I disengage. Here, here, here. I'm gonna show him. Here, 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 here's best day ever. Right now, having so much fun, and this is just about as cute as it gets. Go ahead and call Brenda. I disengage.
Cole, here, 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 here.
Nice. Always enthusiastic, always happy. He dropped it on the ground if you want to help him find it. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna call him again. Did he get it? Nope, it's by your foot. That's what happens when you're so excited, you're like on overload. Here, 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 here. There we go.
He's getting it down now.
He is. We just woke up this puppy. Okay, go ahead and call him. I disengage.
Here.
You call.
Here.
Good. You stand up and disengage. I call. Here, 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 here. Here, here, here. There we go. Whole hand him one more time, Brenda. Go ahead and call him.
Here, here.
Awesome. Now, because we're done with the here command, if he was to jump up or bite or mouth your hand now, I want you to give him a little tap and say off. He just did a nice burp. Okay. So, in anything, consistency is so important. It's so important as we're bringing in, I mean, it's like, you know, this puppy is going to be in somebody's life for the next 10 years, you know, hopefully at least. And dogs are only what we create them to be, and it starts now. If you can get ahead of the game and teach these little guys what is acceptable, and if you yourself can stop from creating such bad behavior, if you can be aware of it, because you don't know what you don't know, if you can learn how to get in front of the normal everyday problems that people have with their dog, then you can avoid so much frustration and actually have the best life with the dog, and you can have a greater, I grew up, we had dogs our whole life, and we did everything wrong because my mother taught me, and we did everything wrong. But then I became a trainer, and I would never have it any other way.
Yep.
And the fact is that these guys can bring such incredible joy, but they deserve us to be knowledgeable about making them their best, so we, as a family, can have the best experience.
Now I'm going to point out the main takeaways from this lesson. Number 1, an 8-week-old puppy can learn respect in your space. As a leader, it is important to disagree with jumping, mouthing, or any unwanted behavior. Number 2, remember when sharing affection, make sure that you and your pup are both in a calm state. Number 3, when calling your pup, use the same word and have a treat that he really likes and never lie to him. Always be inviting and reward his good behavior. Number 4, when calling your pup, be happy. Your pup will never want to come to pressure or an unhappy face. So be the human that he wants to come to. And number 5, your pup will never be the dog you want him to be until you are the leader that he needs you to be.
Till the next lesson, we just thank you so much for listening. We hope you gained some value. And again, your dog will never be what you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. And we just thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.